I just finished watching The Return of the King. Where I feel the need to explain myself a little bit more in detail when it comes to the video I made about the true nature of equality. Equality, like I said before, when you feel the need to protect someone because subconsciously you believe them incapable of protecting themselves, it's because you've been fucking brainwashed by terrorism belief of the superiority complex. You got, the dictator belief system, the real feeling of equality. You don't believe that they're incapable of defending themselves, and you don't come to their defense because you believe them incapable of defending themselves. You come to their defense because you want to fight by their side. Equality doesn't have any one leader. Equality is a belief of complete acceptance where you recognize each other's strengths and weaknesses and complement each other. So say for example, a group of people come together to start a business. One person is good at bookkeeping, one person is good at organisation, one person is good at public speaking, socialising, and they all come together to start a business together. Each one of them using their strengths. To make it successful. With not one of them believing they're any more important than the others. That's the real nature of equality. It's not something you fucking see very often these fucking days, this is true. Because most people are fucking brainwashed by terrorism beliefs. They reach for things they can't have. Keep trying to become successful at things that they don't truly believe in. They just do it because it's expected of them. So they fail, and they keep failing. And they keep demoralising themselves into believing that means they're incapable of doing anything right, when the reality is it's only because you're choosing to do things that you don't truly care about, that you're doing things that other people care about. And only because you care about those people, you're doing it. You're not going to make something work if you don't believe in it, if you don't love it and respect it. And doing something that you don't love and respect because someone you love expects it of you is never going to make it successful. And if that someone you love truly loved you and not well, the power they have over you. I mean, yeah, it's easy to say, no, that's not true, they do love you. And yeah, part of them does love you. But the reality fucking is that those people will still love something more than you. Which is why they expect you to be like them. So a parent that fucking wants their fucking child to grow up to be a doctor just fucking like them, they love being a doctor more than they fucking love you. Because what you fucking want isn't important to them. What's important to them is you becoming like them. Say they love you, this is true, but they still love their profession more than they love you. And that's just the reality of it. And this fucking world is brainwashed into believing in this because they think true equality is just a pipe dream. It's a lovely sentiment. The dreams of innocence. But yet you're capable of fucking practicing it when you're a fucking child, and as you fucking grow up and interact with the brat attack world of terrorism, you lose faith in it. But the fact that you were willing and able to fucking practice it as a child shows that you're fucking perfectly capable of it. You just don't believe in it anymore. The innocence of your childhood is something this world, well, brainwashes you into condemning. Well, we're preparing them to not be, disappointed by the fucking fact that growing up means you fucking have to fucking, stop believing in each other. And stop dreaming unless it's a fucking dream that the world expects of you. And yet you still fucking try to pretend like you're fighting to change the fucking world, but you have absolutely no fucking faith in the next generation fucking beyond them being the cause for your latest ego stroke. So they can become like you. It's not changing the fucking world then, is it? Just passing the burden on to the next generation to solve for you. Just like a fucking nurse. That's why it's so important for you to reconnect with your instincts. And your instincts being your balanced self, your positive and negative side, so that you can fucking sense reality and not this delusion that the world expects you to believe in that never comes true because, well, it's not possible. That's why it's been failing for centuries and always comes so fucking close to founding its world empire, but always gets taken away last fucking minute because ticking time bombs go fucking off and stamp on their face. The dreams of terrorism where they get to be the one god to rule them all is never going to happen. And people need to start finding themselves, reconnecting with their hearts, their true hearts, not the expectations of the world. If you want to truly practice equality, you start at home. Start by listening to your children and not expecting them to follow your dreams. Encourage them to dream, but don't expect them to become your dream. If they don't want to be a doctor, then it's not where their heart is. Saying what's the fucking difference? In the ages when we lived innocently with nature and lived in communities, what was the fucking difference between teaching your neighbour's kid whose heart was in becoming a doctor? If your neighbour's kid wants to be a fucking doctor, then why does it fucking matter if you fucking pass fucking on your dream to them? Their heart's in it, that's what should matter. And if your neighbours fucking are warriors and your kid wants to be a fucking warrior, and you truly fucking want your kid to love you as much as you love them, then you'll fucking let your neighbour train them to be a warrior. You'll train their fucking kid to be a doctor. There's always more than one fucking family involved in giving birth to the next generation. So why does it fucking matter what name your family makes for itself? So what? Your family has switched from being doctors to being fucking warriors, and your neighbours fucking switched from fucking warriors to being doctors. Big whooped. You're still part of the same community. So why does it matter? Because an ego expects you to want to go down in history as the one god to rule them all. You can't change the fucking world by practicing terrorism. Even though that's not your intention, doesn't mean that the people that you've learnt from, all you've got to do is just pay attention to the world around you. Who creates the study books for your children when they go to school? The best of humanity. The egos that keep fucking up the world. There you go. Brainwashed by terrorism. into believing in their dream of a better world. All that matters is that your heart is in it. If your kid doesn't want to be a doctor and your neighbour's kid wants to be a doctor, let go of your fucking ego and just train your neighbour's fucking kid. And let your kid follow its heart. And there'll be no doorway for fucking resentment. As long as you both are willing to fucking accept that the reason that you're training your neighbour's kid and your neighbour is training your fucking kid is because you love each other and you want each other to be happy. You teach your fucking kid to accept that we're all individuals. We've all got things we love. And just because we love different things doesn't mean those things aren't part of the same big picture. If warriors didn't fight to protect, well, the ones they love, then doctors are meaningless anyway. Illness is only a fucking issue because we moved away from fucking nature and stopped allowing it to evolve our immune systems. Started relying on drugs that are created in sterile environments, and nothing in nature, not the virus nor the cure, is ever created in a sterile environment. That's why they're weakening our immune systems, making them addicted to fucking artificial help that doesn't strengthen it. To help it create an immunity to all these diseases, like nature's methods do. Don't you find it funny that when diseases hit animals, the reoccurring ones only ever fucking really affect animals in captivity, not the wild? And yeah, it's okay to be frightened, but at the end of the day, people are going to have to come to terms with the fact that this world that we've built is not sustainable. There's not enough resources to sustain it. That's why we're edging closer and closer every day to World War III. And why it's going to be so brutal. So you need to start paying attention to the world around you and focusing on surviving. Reliance on all these things that aren't sustainable is costing you your ability to survive.